Hey, good day everyone, this is Blue95 and welcome to the second and final part to my 200 subscriber special. And what we will do today is just regular old Pokemon on Pokemon Showdown. So, right now there should be a team preview on your screen of me versus Ashkik. My character name is blah blah because I had no idea for a nickname, so I just went with blah blah. So anyway, that is my new team. I think this is the third or fourth version of my team. I started a little bit different and I made some changes, and I think I'm a little bit more happy with this version. Although I don't know, I do lack a certain team member that I cannot get at this point in time. So my team: substitute 3 attacks Gengar because that's threatening as hell. Then we got a Gliscor, physically defensive. I wanted a Landorus T there for Stealth Rocks. But you can give Gliscor Stealth Rocks, but that is only with move tutors from Black and White, so we cannot get a Gliscor with Stealth Rocks quite yet. Then we have a Swords Dance, physically offensive Mega Lucario, because it's Lucario, favorite Pokemon. It has a Mega, it's really good. I wanted to use it. So yeah, the goal is to try to get a Lucario sweep off. Then we have one of the more annoying defensive guys in OU right now, which is Klefki. Klefki has Prankster, you know, substitute Prankster, and T-Wave, get Spikes, get Swagger, Foul Play, just general annoyance. Then we have a Greninja, another 6th gen Pokemon. It has 122 speed and 101 special attack. That might seem not that great, but he has an amazing ability called Protean, which turns him into the type of the attack he's using, in turn giving it stab. So say he's using Ice Beam, tada, now he's an Ice type, and he gets stab, Ice Beam. So yeah, he gets stab on everything and can use it to use some mind games. And then finally we have a Florges, who has a nice 150 special defense, gets Wish, Protect, Aromatherapy, and I think I have given it Moonblast because it's a fairy type. So my opponent's team is looking like a standard sand team with, well, with Cloyster and Chandler and Mega Mawile. Okay, not so standard. So here we go. So he leads with Ferrothorn, I lead with Klefki because it's Klefki and I want to lead with it. Immediately go for sub, see what he wants to do. As he goes for the T-Wave, as most Ferrothorns have Gyro Ball, T-Wave, Leech Seed, Stealth Rocks at this moment. I used to have a Ferrothorn instead of my Klefki, but I wanted to try Klefki since Ferrothorn, well, I'm not that great with Ferrothorn. Anyway, he sets up rocks, goes to Cloyster as I set up a second layer of spikes because I'm behind the sub. I don't know what this Cloyster wants to do, so I'm just gonna paralyze it in case it wants to Shell Smash on me, which is exactly what he does. So now it will be nigh impossible for him to sweep me because of Klefki with Prankster T-Wave. So the foul play, I'm just gonna go for the foul play since he has +2 attack and do a lot of damage. He gets the Parahack, so he has to switch out to his Hippo, and I'm not dicking around with someone who has Skill Link, Icicle Spear. So I'm just gonna foul play again, and after the Hippo comes in, I'm just gonna set up my third layer of spikes since he already got his rocks up. I don't need to do anything. This team also has one issue, and that's no Rapid Spinner, so hazards are annoying to me. But I have my Gliscor, Toxic Poison, Toxic Orb. I actually have this team in game, but I need a second leftovers for Florges. It has a Lumberry right now. I U-turn on the Hippo, knowing that he most likely has Ice Fang, so I can go into Greninja, go for the Protean stab boosted Ice Beam, I think. Yep, now I have stab Ice Beam, crit 54%, that's 1.5 times my regular damage. So I'm pretty confident in me taking out the Ferrothorn with another Ice Beam. As you can see, Sand only lasts 5 turns because of the new mechanics. In comes Mawile, intimidates me, most likely has a priority move in the form of Sucker Punch, so I just go to my Gliscor. As he Mega Evolves, goes for the Sucker Punch, and I get a free switch in with, yeah, just free. And my EQ does a lot, and he has the stab, play rough, because Mawile is now Fairy Steel. But the Sucker Punch and Player Off combination is not enough to take out my Gliscor, and I can just comfortably 2-hit KO the Mawile and still live to tell another day. So in comes Hippo. He wants to force me out because of Ice Fang, as I went for the Toxic. I think forgetting about Ice Fang or either sacking it, which wasn't a great idea. Later now I've bruised on it instead of Toxic, which would have worked right there. So go to Gengar, sub up as he goes for the Slack off. So Gengar is now behind a free substitute, which is always really dangerous. In comes Excadrill, most likely wants to spin, don't really care as steel types do not resist Ghost anymore, so his Shadow Ball will do a lot of damage. He cannot Rapid Spin because I'm a Ghost and I'm behind his sub. So even though he's faster with Sand Rush, he cannot take me out because of the substitute, and I take out the Excadrill. So as you can see, the entry hazards are doing a great job. Cloyster comes in, dies because of paralysis. Klefki did a great job of setting up hazards. In comes Hippo, takes 25%. I think, yeah, I'm just gonna go for Shadow Ball, sack my Gengar, because I know I have answers for Chandelure, even if it's Specs, even if it's Scarfed. I have my Florges to wall it. And I can actually 2-hit KO the Hippo, as he cannot kill me with an Ice Fang. So the only thing he has left right now is Chandelure, and as you will see, it's not Scarfed, so I just take it out with Shadow Ball. And that will be the first game. So yes, that's Gengar and Klefki working really well. Gengar took out a lot of his teammates because that's Gengar and he is threatening. On to the next team preview. As you can see, our opponent has a pretty interesting non-standard at all team. He has a Go-Goat, for one, which is quite ballsy. Go-Goat gets Sapsipper, has some high attack, but it's not that great. So I think it's RU material, just like Bouffalant of last time. Actually, Go-Goat is the new Bouffalant, and I think it will go to RU or UU, or even lower. And then we have Skarmory, because it gets Spikes, it gets Stealth Rocks, it gets Defog. So Skarmory is just all around really great. Then we have a Manectric, who looks to be his Mega, otherwise I wouldn't use Manectric in OU. Since Manectric itself was RU last generation, so Manectric being OU looks pretty solid. Then we have a Vaporeon, Wall, a Scizor, most likely Choice Bandit, or a Mega Swords Dance set, and a Salamence who is always threatening. So let's just start right now. So I again lead with my Klefki because it's an amazing scout. I have Substitute, I have Spikes, I can just do a lot. And he just Mega Evolves on the first turn, goes for the Volt Switch, and Flamethrower doesn't do much to my Florges because it's Florges. And I go for the Wish. And right here I'll just Protect to see what the Go-Goat wants to do. And it looks to be a Subseeding set actually, because he went for Leech Seed. But I think I have Flower Veil that blocks Leech Seed. That does not block Leech Seed. Okay. So he Leech Seeds me. As I just went for Moonblast to see what it would do. Now I'm gonna go to my Klefki, as it is a Leech Seed Bulk Cupping Go-Goat, which isn't a thing you see every day. And I just go for sub, anticipating another Leech Seed, as I was correct. So Klefki's behind the sub, then you know shit's about to go down. And I'm just gonna paralyze him. Why not? Paralyze the Go-Goat to be extreme sure that everything on my team can outspeed him and kill him. Provided he doesn't have any priority. And I'm just gonna set up some hazards. And he shows me the EQ, so he most likely has a Horn Leech as a coverage move, slash stab move. And I just foul play here, sacking my Klefki, which was not a smart idea to do. I'm just gonna tell you that right off the bat. But then again, now I could just go to Greninja, turn myself into an Ice type, and one-shot him with Stab Ice Beam. So yeah, Life Orb, Stab, Ice Beam. Pretty good. In comes Manectric. I know he isn't Scarfed, but he has 130 base speed and 130 base special attack, so I know he's faster. No, he most likely wants to go for Volt Switch, but my best answer is Florges. So I just go to that. In comes Skarm. I know Skarm wants to set up hazards, so I just go to Gengar. knowing that I can sub up and then just annoy it. So that's what I do, go for sub, completely forgetting Skarm always carries a whirlwind, so it should have gone for Shadow Ball. Broken Sturdy, because now I have to go for the Hydro Pump, crit him into his Sturdy, because it's Hydro Pump, take a Brave Bird. I do survive and he dies, but the problem is he got Stealth Rocks up and my Greninja is below 12% and Manectric outspeeds me, so I just have to sack my Greninja. See what he wants to do. He went for Flamethrower, didn't really matter. Just go to Florges because I'm a wall. Right now I can wish. I need to wish because I don't have any recovery on the form of leftovers, so I need to wish. I think I will protect here. I hope I protect. I don't, then that will mean I most likely get... Ah, that's right, I got roared out. So I didn't get to pass the wish, which was really smart of him. This means that my Florges is almost going down, because the next time I switch it in I cannot have the opportunity to wish because of his Manectric having Volt Switch. But what I do manage to do is poison the Vaporeon, U-turn on him to see what he wanted to do, and he went for Scald. He most likely wants to Scald again. I go to Florges and see that his Scald does 10%, so I can still wish up on this turn, even though he will most likely roar me out again. So that means my Florgens cannot switch in without dying, but what he does switch me into is my Lucario. And my Lucario will get a wish next turn. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to Mega, I'm going to Swords Dance, and I'm going to hope he doesn't burn me. And what turns out, he doesn't burn me. So I get the wish. I'm full HP, Mega Lucario, +2, here comes a Crunch and you're dead. I went for Crunch just because I am not showing my priority, because many Lucarios carry Bullet Punch, but I have E-Speed because of Talonflame and Manectric and all that stuff. He does have 2 Intimidate users, so my attack boosts are gone, completely gone, but I took out the Vaporeon and the Manectric and I can sacrifice my Florges because it was at low HP anyway. And now my plan was to go to Gengar, because if I do some damage with Sludge Bomb, I can then clean up the field with my Lucario, because I resist Bullet Punch, so Scizor won't hurt me, especially since I do not have any defense drops. So go to Lucario, Eam Speed, Salamence dies, and I think you all know what's going to happen next. Scizor comes in, and now I'm going to show you the power of Stab, Adaptability, Close Combat. Bam! Bye Scizor. 140 base attack, adaptability, close combat. That's just 240 base power at your face. So, those are my 2 battles. Thank you all again for subscribing to me. I want to thank you for me having 200 subscribers basically. So, please do stay tuned. I will have more content. I will actually try to get a real Wi-Fi battle on my DS. Most likely with this team though, since I'm still trying to make this team as good as I can. The first thing I will need is a Spinner and Landorus, most likely. Or something else. Well, I'll just have to figure that out. So, again, thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I hope you all enjoyed. For those who haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? Please subscribe. Thank you. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.